Well, before the race, we had a chance to find out what kind of guy would put himself through this kind of torture. And we found Jim Smith is actually out testing wheels for his company.
Jimmy Smith is president of Ultra Custom Wheels, and he figures racing is the best place for a man in his position to be.
There's no question. The desert is probably the roughest test on any automotive piece of equipment that we can test today. I think that to finish any of these off-road races takes a tremendous amount of fortitude, thought. You have to be precise at what you're doing.
My dad, Parnelli Jones, hired Jimmy Smith when he was 17 years old to bust tires at the racetrack. That's really how he got his start in the wheel business. I think pretty much dirt poor when they were growing up, and to see what they created in the days that they did it. What an incredible story.
My father, Parnelli, and Jimmy, all three of them started very humbly. They didn't have much to start with. They elevated one another in life, racing, and business.
The philosophy of Ultra Wheels is exactly like my racing philosophy, and that is that we believe in no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to racing. There are no shortcuts to making good products.
To see Jimmy Smith get inducted to the Hall of Fame, that's a natural for off-road. You know, Jimmy's been one of the pioneers in the wheel industry. He opened up their prototype machine shop to us and made 6-on 6.5 wheels. There wasn't a 6-on 6.5 lug pattern at that time.
Dirty-looking Jimmy Smith standing in front of me out here at the Blue Water Marina. Jimmy, well, this is my first win.
Jim Smith in Ultra Wheels has been a big part of the Dean family. He has backed us, sponsored us, probably for the last 25, 30 years. My father, Butch Dean, and Jim Smith had a very good, long relationship.
These Valley Performance people and Ultra Wheel and all the people that supported me, they really worked out well today. This car just ran flawlessly all day.
So he stuck with my dad for many, many years, including today, which helps his grandkids, my kids, James and Jordan. Still today on our Class 1 buggies, we're running Ultra Wheel, and we believe they're the best wheel in the business.
Jimmy Smith waits with his broken wrist. He's with Rich.
With this special cast you have, you're going to run the last half of the event?
Yeah, Rick, I went to the doctor. He didn't want me to do it, and I says, I have to do this. This is what I do.
Winning the Baja 1000 with Jimmy was definitely a highlight, and I'm sure it's one of the highlights of his career. Coming out of a Class 1 buggy and saying, I'm now going to pilot this truck and make it happen. I was impressed. He got the job done. I remember showing up with that truck the first time, and we all had our fancy shirts and pants, and to have a private guy show up with that type of a team and that level was really cool. It was great that he trusted me to build that truck for him.
Jimmy's been in the sport for over 40 years, and in that time, he's helped a lot of people, not only the promoters that help put on the races, but also the racers themselves.
With his Ultra Wheel company helping out several people, back when I was younger, he helped out the greats like Ivan Stewart and PPI.
Jimmy was one of my first sponsors back in the day. He opened up his facility and let me move in and operate the off-road team out of there. Heck, Jimmy and Frank Vessels and Jim Venable, all three of my buddies, started the truck series with NASCAR. That's pretty cool.
Truck racing came from 4 off-road enthusiasts racing trucks in the desert, and we came up with the wild idea to build a truck to race in NASCAR. We wanted trucks to have a better platform to race on. Troy, Mr. Herbst, and all the people that made this happen, to have an opportunity to come run the 2000, win it in Class 1, second overall. 53 years old, that ain't too shabby.
He's a true hero, really, in our industry. What he's done with Ultra Wheel and off-road racing, and the racers he's supported, and the championships that he's won.
In 2005, the men who helped bring the series to life finally brought the trophy home.
We finally won that championship, and it was a great day. Just getting ready to run this race. Going to be a good day, beautiful day to run down the ocean.
It wasn't long after that he wasn't able to drive any longer. He called me and said, Larry, you want to drive my buggy?
Jimmy Smith let me and my 2 sons drive his Nora car.
He says, I still want to see it race. He said, I still enjoy going to the races, and I want to do it.
And Jimmy is still as competitive today as he was 30, 40 years ago.
We won the Nora 500 overall, and that meant a lot to Jimmy and myself.
But I can tell you, winning the Nora 500 means as much to him and I as anything we've ever done. And this is such a great race, and I can tell you that being handicapped and 72 years old, I still feel like I'm racing when I'm here.
But congratulations to Jim Smith. He was a big part of off-road racing for many years.
More than anything, the people is what makes this sport. So congratulations, Jimmy.
Congratulations, Jimmy, from the Evans family.
Thank you for all the help, all the support, and enjoy your induction tonight.
Congratulations, Jimmy. You really deserve this, again, from the whole Jones family.
Congratulations, Jimmy, for being in the Hall of Fame. And I want to say thank you for everything you've done for me and my family, and congratulations, dude.
Ivan Stewart, Walker Evans, Jimmy Smith, the most winning drivers of all time in off-road racing. They are the modern legends of the sport and will always be remembered.